February. Why these conversations are needed right now, whatever is happening now when it comes to AI?
Oh, yeah. So AI is basically disrupting just about every field as we speak, and we ourselves, we work with using AI in different use cases, application use cases. We work with the government, for example, Niti Aayog, and also the state government to see how we can use AI in designing, evidence-based policy interventions, and we use AI to for work in digital inclusion. How do we kind of get knowledge from low-resource languages and languages which are predominantly oral in nature, without much written content. So these are some of the work which I myself am doing. But the impact of AI is across the board, and it's going to change. It's going to create major disruption, not least of which is in education, which is where. So I think that's the importance of these summits.
How do you see with the AI, how people are differently acting when interacting on web and how they are accessing information? What difference are you noticing?
Oh yeah. So let me start with education, which is my forte. And in many ways, the impact of what people go through in educational environments will they take it to the professional environments and further as well, right? And so we'll see how AI is impacting education itself, right? And in both ways. So let me kind of put it this way. Until now, I think. In education, we have been confusing between two terms, what I call outputs and outcomes, right? Say outputs is what we produce, what we create. Outcomes is what we become, right? So when we go through an education process, we also transform, right? And that is the real outcome of education, right? But that's very hard to measure. So we have been measuring outputs all through these years. But now with AI, what has happened is output generation has become trivial almost. Anybody can generate outputs and real good outputs, and I think that is where. As long as we are just looking at outputs and we are just looking at, let's say, assessments and the conventional form of education, we are going to be in for a big issue. So we should start looking at how are students themselves transforming. I'm not saying that AI is not. Students will transform. So we are going to learn. We're going to learn to live in a new way, using AI.